Officials working to get to more about why the suspect did what he did, and this morning investigators, they're trying to figure out as much as possible. We know recently wrapping up that investigation of his home there in Houston.
Yeah, that was this morning. They searched the house there, searching for anything that they may know about what may have been his motivation here. Our Mike McDaniel continues our team coverage this morning from Bourbon and Dumaine. Mike.
Yeah, and after that search in Houston of the suspect's home, the FBI did give the all clear for residents, saying that there is no immediate threat in that area, so that is a bit of good news. Of course, we still don't know what was found, if anything, inside his home. Here on Dumaine and Bourbon, here at the intersection, it is still closed down. There are a lot of folks who have been kind of out and about, surveying, walking around, getting to some folks going to the jobs. We've seen people kind of leave their hotels, getting in Ubers, Lyfts, whether they're going to the airport or moving hotels, we're not quite sure yet. But there are, police officers surrounding us here in the French Quarter. I mean, if you look down Bourbon Street behind me, there's just no one in sight, and it's kind of been that way all morning. But it is cleaned up at this point. You heard Leah talking about the efforts that have been underway with the IV waste trucks and the street cleaners coming through. That was the case for most of this morning, getting this done. So let's talk about the suspect here, 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar. Of course, the investigation into him stretching multiple states now, of course, with that scene in Texas as well as here in New Orleans. Also here in New Orleans in the St. Roch neighborhood, of course, he had an Airbnb, believed to have had an Airbnb, which is where he was staying while in the city. That area has been blocked off by police. Of course, investigators working to clear that scene as well. And here's also what we know about him. He was born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and was currently living in the Houston area, where he was involved in real estate. There's even some videos posted online that he posted claiming to be a Texas native. He is a graduate of Georgia State University. He served in the U.S. military, and according to an Army spokesman, Jabbar was a human resource specialist and information technology specialist from 2007 to 2015. He also served in the U.S. Army Reserve as an IT specialist from 2015 to 2020, and he even deployed to Afghanistan for the most of 2009, holding the rank of staff sergeant at the age at the end of his service. CBS News is also reporting, he did have a couple of prior brushes with the law here, but nothing major. They were just misdemeanor. That was in 2002 and 2005. One driving with an invalid license, and the other was a misdemeanor theft charge. A former classmate of Jabbar in Beaumont, he went to school with him from the age of 14 to 18. His name is Michael Roach. He says that Jabbar was very smart, he was friendly, and he talked with everyone. And like so many people who maybe have known the suspect, he says he was just in shock when he saw that he was named as the person who committed this attack here in New Orleans.
Just from knowing him personally as an adolescent to 18, I mean, I'm just shocked. He was well respected, carried himself well, and I mean, you just wouldn't think that he would do something like this.
Of course, the FBI, now the lead investigative agency here, looking into this investigation, trying to determine the why surrounding this suspect, why he chose New Orleans, why he chose to carry out such an attack like that here, and what his connections were. That piece of the puzzle we don't know yet. We just know the who. Of course, law enforcement agencies have been brought in by the state, from across the state, to be a part of the securing Bourbon Street behind me. And as Leah was mentioning, we also have gotten word that Bourbon Street is supposed to be opened at some point a little later today, maybe around the noon hour, before the Sugar Bowl starts, not far from here at the Superdome. But a lot of folks, I mean, we're seeing more and more folks start to come out as the sun comes up, just kind of avoiding this area. But when you look down Bourbon Street behind me, it's just no one, as far as we can see, other than like somebody down there sweeping up some trash there in the street. But we can see all the way down. So that's kind of where we are until they get the official word to open it from the city leaders, this police superintendent, as well as the mayor. This will kind of be the scene out here in the French Quarter. Reporting live from Bourbon and Dumaine, Mike McDaniel, WWL Louisiana, guys.